Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Time Out, aka T Matrix, and my lights are not bright enough. Seems like, uh, come on. That might be better. Anyway, so, yeah, what up? It's your boy Time Out, aka T Matrix, and we're back with another premiere right here. And the title of this premiere is it's gonna be a couple of different things. It's gonna be first off, who's deciding what music sounds good in 2026, and the second part of it is gonna be if if you don't agree with the answer, how you gonna change it. That's the second part. So we got two parts. Who's deciding what music is good in 2026, and if it's not good, if you don't like the answer, how you gonna change it. And then also I'm gonna show y'all a trick that I literally created this trick in CapCut, and I want to share it with y'all. Whatever. So all right, so here we go. Let's get into it. All right. For the longest, for as long as music has been around, there's been several avenues where music can get listened to and ingested. You have radio, you have you go out to restaurants, they play music. You go into stores like the shop like Ross, Kmart, Walmart, they play music. It's music pretty much everywhere you go, right? Now, I'm going to basically give you the quick synopsis. All right, for radio, the way the radio is set up, to the best of my knowledge, is uh, they play a wide variety of different music. They have different record labels will pay certain dollar amounts to get that song spend X amount of times within a time slot, right? It's not exactly payola, but it kind of smells like it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that you have radio being that one medium, and radio is pretty much going to be controlled by who's paying for the time slot, which could be the record label, it could be commercials, it could and not just music commercials. We're talking about all kinds of commercials. Whoever sponsors that time slot, right? And they also have impressions, So that's one medium. All right, with that particular medium, radio is really radio doesn't really have a particular brand of people who are in control of what's hot. And I know a lot of y'all might disagree with me, but radio doesn't have that particular brand of people in control of what's hot. They just play what they're told to play by whatever list that they get, you know, and whatever available free time after that, they might slide in a few requests, but pretty much it's scheduled music, right? College radio might be a little bit different. College radio is more on what the college has, what the college students love, and what they decide was hot, right, on the college scene. You notice that with a lot of celebrity rappers that was on their rise, and they got their music on the college scene, which gave them that extra push that they needed, right? So then you move from the college scene to clubs. Now, clubs, the people at the clubs, they decide what they like and what they don't like. If a song comes on and they don't like it, they will make sure that the DJ knows that they don't like it. The vibe is going to be off. It's going to be crazy, right? So that's one other aspect of it. Then you have social media, right? You have different social media sites, more than the big four that you know about. I mean, this is bigger than TikTok. This is bigger than YouTube, Instagram. This is bigger than X. This is bigger than Facebook. It's bigger than all of them, right? Um, because all of that can fit under the title of social media, right? And there's more social medias than that. It's plenty more and other different ways you can monetize your music. If you just do a random search, I'm pretty sure you'll stumble upon some other ones to where you can learn how to get your music on those other platforms like Kick, and all of that. So, all right, on those platforms, right? You have two things that's going on. Like we already had a conversation of social proof, and I showed you how that actually works, how that social proof works. Now, then you have organic, right? You have the organic, like a song that goes viral, and nobody did any kind of paid advertising on it. It just went banana stupid crazy, right? All right, you have those situations, right? And I'm starting to think that those situations are less and less because more of it always seems to be behind the scenes is some form of paid advertising, which is not bad. I'm not knocking paid advertising. Do your thing. I mean, because how else are you an independent artist, one man, one mission, one dream, going to get your influence, spread it. Like, so you got to do what you got to do. So, all right, but yeah, so on these social medias, man, like, um, sometimes the people speak and they say, "Oh, this is what's hot," and then sometimes that's not the case, right? So, uh, record labels are they have not been dictating what's hot anymore. It's almost like they kind of fell out of the box. And now they're just picking and choosing. It's almost like a waiting game with them. Like they sit back and they scour different parts of the internet and they're like, oh man, this person right here yo, he got 360,000 followers. And okay, let's go to he has 100,000 likes. Oh snap! And he got doggone 10,000 comments. Let me make a call. Yeah. Look. We might need to look into Blue City Woo kid. This dude right here. He got all kinds of buzz on the internet. We might need to check out him. Yo, somebody get in contact with him. That's how that works with them. Like they're just sitting back watching to look, to see, to pick. They're not they're not doing it like it used to be a time where the record labels had the power to make somebody hot. They still do, but the thing is, it's almost like they don't even know that they have that power. Some of them anyway. Some of them don't know that they have that power. Some of them do. You know, and there's plenty of examples of record labels showing that they do have the power. Like all you can do is just I'll say it like this. This is how I say it. Think of the worst rapper you've ever heard. Right. Think of the worst rapper you ever heard that's popular, and think about how he might have got to that place. And that's going to show you that the record labels had the power once upon a time, right? And I'm not going to name no names for the worst rapper. You know, I'll leave that up to your imagination. But so that's so the record labels, like, you know, they used to have the power. Some still do, some don't. So who's really determining what's hot? Who's really determining what's like what the best music is in this day and age of the internet that we live on this side of the internet? You know, is it a little bit of all of it? I don't know. I don't know, man. I just sit back. I be sitting back thinking about these things, you know. Um, and then we have the dark side, the dark conversation that nobody wants to have. The people in power who are pushing certain genres of music and backing certain genres of music in order to control the people. Like, that's the dark side of the music business. So as for that, you could say that they definitely have an agenda and are deciding who's hot in a sense with that. Is it a little bit of all of it? Is it like 10% here, 20% here, 30% here, you know, and so on and so forth until it equals that full 100%? Who knows? Who knows? It's an interesting question, man. Like, I just sit back and I be thinking about these things, and then I sit back and I think about Nipsey Hussle, right? And I like looking at stories when I come across stories interesting like Nipsey Hussle story. I like looking at them and trying to reverse engineer them to see how the best way it is to do that. That's what I like doing. I like trying to do that. You know, picking it apart. You got a guy from Crenshaw who tried to come out at one particular time, and the record companies was like, nah, yeah, you're not valuable, you're not worth it. He doggone takes a break for like 12 years, and he builds himself up, his self confidence. He does all of his own artist management, not management, but um, artist improvement. I guess that's what you call it. It might be called something else. Basically, where the artist gets training on how to you know, on how to better themselves, you know, whatever. He does that for his 12 years while grinding. Then he comes back to the table and changes the game. Like, I like looking at stories like that because I be like, how did he do that? And then when you really think about the time span that he fully did it in, like, we talking about 6 months. We talking about like the major deals that he did 6 months before he passed away. Like, do you not know how much time wall collapsing he had to do in that short amount of time to accomplish the things that he did? That's what I talk about on some of my other channel, on some of my other videos about collapsing time walls, right? See, this is let me give you an example of what collapsing time walls is, right? Um, okay, all right. Here's an example. All right. Um, for years and years and years, I was like, I'm gonna get my CDLs. I'm gonna get my CDLs, and I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, until one day I just made up in my mind. I said, look, I'm gonna get my CDLs. I started talking to everybody that has CDLs, that dealt with CDLs, and then one thing that kept sticking out, everybody kept saying, you need to go download this app called CDL Study Buddy, and you need to practice that for as long as you practice it, a couple of months, 2, 3, 4 months, and then after that time, go take your test and you'll get them. Right? That's what they kept saying. I I went, I downloaded it, I practiced it, I did it. I followed what they said to the letter. Like I literally downloaded it and practiced it from that point to about 3, 4 months, and I collapsed the time walls and able to bring it into fruition. You know what I'm saying? So that's an example. Man, I wish I can give you a better example. Can I give you a better example? Um, a better example. I was working at this particular job, and they kept promising me a certain amount of pay per hour, and I kept letting them pull me back into the trick bag to where they was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you this job to where it pays you this amount an hour." Like I wanted this certain number that I was looking for. I wanted that number so badly, right? And once I realized that they weren't going to give me that number that I wanted, I did something ridiculous. I said, "You know what? I'm done with this job. I'm about to find something else." The moment I said that, I was listening to the radio, and then I heard an advertisement for this other job. And the advertisement for the second job, it wasn't paying the number that I said I wanted, but it was paying more than what I was currently getting paid. So I did the unthinkable. I applied for the application. I applied for the job. I waited 2 weeks to see what they had to say. But in the process of that 2 weeks, I was planning my exit from the no good job that wouldn't give me, what I wanted. It wasn't even a month later I hit that number that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to collapse those time walls. I did something like that would seem strange to most people, like just I like setting something in your mind, setting a goal in your mind, and then believing it with all your heart, and then put in the work, which means fill out the application, and just hope for the best. That's what I did. Like most people wouldn't have did it in that exact order. Most people would have waited for confirmation that they got the job before planning the exit to the last job. It's the old saying that the folks used to say coming up. They'll say never quit one job until you're absolutely sure you have another one. That's how most people would have did it. But anyway, that's just quick little sample of collapsing time walls. Like what I'd like to call collapsing time walls. You know, there are certain things in life. I'm gonna just say this one more thing. There are certain things in life that you think that are out of your reach, but if you focus your intention on these things, then you can collapse the time walls to receive it faster. Like you basically collapsing the time walls is speeding up current time in order for it to catch up with the moment that you supposed to had it in the first place. The original moment, the moment you were supposed to have all along. You're trying to reach that moment that you were supposed to have all along. That's collapsing time walls. That's basically my understanding of it. So, anyway, now that that's said, all right, let's get to this trick and cap cut. I wish I could show this to you without any craziness. Let's see here. See, I know I can bring it in. I know I can do this. I can go to add source, and how would I do that? How would I do that? I don't even know how to do that. Let's see here. Would it be media source? I don't even think it's media source. It would be application, I'm thinking. Application. No, see. Yeah, it's not that. So use hardware decoding when available. No, see, yeah, that's not it. I don't know if I can do it on this particular setup. Uh, I don't think I could do it on this particular setup. Browser capture, um, OS screen capture. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, and let's see here. We're gonna have to fix this. We're gonna come here and we're gonna go to scaling and we go zoom out. Let's do this again. Zoom out. Yeah, see. Dang. Come on. Scale to window. Is that scaling to window? I don't think that's scaling to window. No, it's not. Okay, so that means, yeah, see. Yeah, that's what that means. So, in order for me to actually get this to do what I need to do, I need to make it small. Y'all hold tight with me. Just hold tight with me while I get this in perspective. Let's see here. I'm trying to get it in perspective. Like so. Maybe that's it. And bam. Alright. Let's see here. Dang. It's not doing what I wanted to do, but maybe it will. I don't know. Let's see here. So, yeah, see, I'm moving the mouse. All right. Anyway, basically, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to. If it's going, I don't know if you can see it like the way I want you to see it. But basically, yeah, this, yeah, y'all not gonna be able to see this, man. Dang, man. Basically, it's a trick that I created. Y'all can't see it, man. I might have to show it to you on the next video and just go straight to that screen. But basically, I created this movement in CapCut. Like nobody, I haven't seen anybody do this yet. It's something brand. It's like a brand new movement in CapCut to simulate uh, a cameraman circling around you, right? I created this movement and I'm going to show you. Let's see here. Let me go back here. All right, I'm going to show it. I'm going to just press play. I don't know if y'all can even see that. Yeah, y'all can't even see that, man. Golly. I wish y'all could see that. But anyway, I'm about to show it to you next time. Let me see here. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna add it on to the end of this video. All right, so for now, peace, but I'm coming back.